The nature expresses its fury in sundry ways. Two deadly storms, Hurricane Florence and Typhoon Mangkhut, roar ashore on the same day. On Saturday, Princeton University hurricane and climate scientist Gabriel Vecchi said, storms in the Western Pacific generally hit with much higher winds, and the people who live in their way are often poorer and more vulnerable. Yet a day after landfall, the faster moving Mangkhut was back out of her open water weekend, but headed across the South China Sea towards China. Florence was still flooding across South Carolina at a pace slower than a normal person walks. By Saturday morning, it had already dumped more than 30 inches of rain, a record for North Carolina. Experts say Mangkhut may well end up being the deadliest storm. As of Saturday afternoon, the death count in the Philippines was a bit higher, although still far below that of other storms that have hit the disaster-prone island nation. And with Mangkhut now headed towards the densely populated southeast coast of China, it is likely to cause more death and destruction. But quarterly, Florence ensured loss total will eventually be higher. That's because of combination of geography, climatic conditions, that human factors. The Western Pacific has 2.5 times more storms that reach the minimum hurricane strength of 74 miles per hour. The water in the Western Pacific is warmer, and warm water fuels storms. There are also only a few pieces of land to get in the way and weaken them, said University of Miami hurricane researcher Brian McNulty. The Philippines tends to get hit nearly every year, the Carolinas far less frequently, though with lots of close calls, Maui said. That shows another big difference in the storms. Mangkhut formed further south and stayed south over warmer waters. Florence was out of the tropics when it hit land. Because of that, Florence was weakened by dry air and upper-level winds of the higher latitudes. Not so more southerly Mangkhut, which Maui said, essentially had a perfect environment to intensify of a Category 5 and stay there. Florence is moving so slowly, it will dump more rain than Mangkhut, which is named for the Thai word for the mangosteen fruit, said Colorado State University hurricane researcher Phil Closeback. Economics also play a role in storms' impact. As a developing country, the Philippines is much poorer than the southeastern United States, which means houses tend to be less sturdy and first responders less well-equipped, among other factors. This is one reason why, when disaster does strike, the effects can be devastating. In 2030, one of the most powerful storms on record killed 7,300 people and displaced more than 5 million when it swept across the islands of the central Philippines. Straddling the famous Pacific Ring of Fire, the Philippines are also bedeviled by volcanoes and earthquakes. And while there are considerable patches of poverty in North and South Carolina, it is not the same as the rural area where Mangkhut hit. Reflecting mounting damages from storms and often lower losses in life, Vecchi said that people can't move houses, but people can move out of the way. As the world warms from the burning of fossil fuels, the globe will see both more extremely intense storms like Mangkhut and water storms like Florence, he added. Thank you for listening to US 7 News. Stay with us for more news. Thanked by Ifrai Raju.